Alright guys, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the fastest way for you to increase. Why was my mouth? Okay, let's start over. Hold on, because that was just ridiculous. I don't even know what my mouth just did. Like, what? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 4 fastest ways to improve your credit score in 2024. I'm going to be honest, like, there's really no way for you to hack your way into good credit. You either going to finesse your way to having good credit, where when I say finesse, you doing like the ultimate finessing, and you know you finessing and you just don't even care. Or you're gonna do it the slow and steady way, where you're just allowing your mistakes to age off gracefully. It just is what it is. You ain't stressing about it because, you're pretty content where you are in life. You don't need credit for anything right now. So you're just gonna allow things to age off because you really don't got time to deal with that going back and forth with all the credit. Or you're going to hire someone to fix your credit for you, or you're going to learn to do it yourself, okay? And whichever one you do, it's going to be a process. Regardless of which one you do, it's just a matter of picking one and then just doing whatever it is, okay? But for right now, I'm going to tell you, look, there are some ways that you can speed up the process of repairing your credit, okay? But there isn't a guarantee that I can't put a time limit on how fast this is going to work. You know what I mean? Because I don't know your financial situation. I have no idea what your credit profile looks like. And, just being honest, like, some things are just hard to get off. I can't even lie to you. To this day, I still have a First Premier charge off on my credit report, and I'm in the 700s in my credit score. But First Premier was just like, I don't care about your sob story. Like, this account is staying on here for 7 years and that's it. I sent them so many Goodwill letters and they were just like, no. But Capital One removed it like that. Credit One removed like that. But First Premier was just like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not removing the account. It is what it is. Go cry to somebody else, basically. All right, so I want to start the video off by saying writing a Goodwill letter to the creditor and asking for a Goodwill adjustment to remove the negative items off your credit report. Negative items being, a charge-off account, a closed account with the balance, or simply a late payment. You can send in a Goodwill letter to the creditor via email, and I will have a website in the description box where you can find pretty much any CEO's email to email them your Goodwill letter request, or you can just do it the traditional way of mailing it in. But if I were you, if you could find the CEO's email address every Friday, send that email until you get the account or the late payment, whatever it is that you're trying to do, removed from your credit report, okay? But do keep in mind, creditors are not obligated to honor Goodwill requests. It is not within all creditors' policy to honor a Goodwill request. This is solely up to them, okay, at their discretion. You're begging them, not the other way around. Like, they don't have to honor it, all right? Just want to put that out there. But you do want to explain what happened, what caused you to be late. And if you've never been late before, make sure you throw that in there, that you've always been, an on-time payment maker. And this is completely unlike you. Like, you dropped the ball on this one and you really don't want to have a bad relationship with them, like ass-kissing mode, okay? Goodwill letters, getting negative items removed can easily add 50 to 100 points back to your credit score. So if I were you, I would get on it immediately, okay? Get on it immediately and stay consistent, because it's not guaranteed that it will work the first try or at all. But hey, the worst thing they can say is no. Okay, they can't drop your score any lower because they told you no. Just stay adamant. Do not give up. Don't start crying because it don't work after the first letter. Keep going. Number 2, pay down your credit card debts as much as possible. Like I said, without knowing what's on your credit report, without knowing what's your outstanding credit card balances, without knowing what's your utilization, without knowing any information, I cannot tell you how much you need to apply to your credit cards. But if you can pay down as much as you can, which is more than the minimum, then I would advise you to do that. But if you can only pay the minimum, look, I'm not one of those credit repair educators that's going to beat you up for only being able to pay the minimum. But I will tell you this. If you can only pay the minimum right now, that means you bit off more than you can chew. And I don't want to step on your bad toe more than it's already, been stepped on, because I know it's hurting right now. I don't want to do that to you. But don't open no more credit card accounts. Stop adding purchases to your credit card balances. Just leave it alone. If you don't got the funds in your checking account, you're broke, okay? Bottom line, I don't care if you freed up $25 worth of credit on your credit card. That's not your money to spend, okay? Leave it alone. If it's not in your checking account, you don't have it, okay? But pay down your credit cards as much as possible. The goal, the ideal goal, is to have each one of your credit cards reporting a 10% utilization, okay? You want to use 10% of whatever your credit card's limit is. That's it. That's the goal. But if you can only do 30%, then hey, do what you can afford, but don't bite off more than you can chew, okay, in the first place. If you're somebody watching this video and this really don't apply to you, you just watching, don't put yourself in no bind with them damn credit cards. You have to pay it back. You have to pay it back, okay? All right, next. You need a higher credit card limit. Ask your credit card issuer for a higher credit card limit. If your credit cards are already like maxed, the chances of them increasing your credit limit is slim. So I'm not even gonna make you believe that you can finesse your way into, especially if your limits are already like you're maxing the limits on pretty much every card you have. So if that's the case for you, then maybe asking for a higher credit limit wouldn't be best for you until you can get those balances down. Now, what you could do instead is get some cushion accounts like Kickoff's credit account or Self credit account, those type of things, or Ava's credit account or Cushion credit account. One of those, like, you need cushion accounts, something that will come in that does not require a credit check, that could give you, you know, $500 to $1,000 up to $2,500 in credit available to you that will help lower your overall credit utilization. So me personally, I have Kickoff's credit account, the premium one. So I have the $2,500 trade line report. It reports just like a credit card. So that $2,500, I'm paying $20 a month to have a $2,500 trade line or credit card report on my credit report each month. And that's helping keeping my utilization down, okay? So if you're someone who, like, your cards are maxed and you know that, like, you don't even want to risk getting an inquiry or getting a denial with contacting your credit card issuer, you just want to work on paying those balances down, I would advise you do that as well. But I would also advise that you look into getting a cushion account, okay? I will have links to those in the description box and a link to a video that will show you my experience, especially with Kickoff, which I really highly recommend to anyone who's having some credit issues right now, especially with your utilization. Check them out. Next, you want to dispute any errors that you find on your credit report that are inaccurate, okay? There are, like, I don't know, I forgot the percentage, maybe 30%, 40% of Americans that have errors on their credit report that they don't even know because they don't check their credit reports often. Check your credit reports to see if you find anything that's fraudulent, meaning that there's like an account that's on your credit report that you did not open. File an FTC complaint and an identity theft removal letter. I have that on the screen. To the creditor and the credit bureaus, get that account removed from your credit report instantly, just like that. No back and forth, no nothing, okay? Because you better not be lying and filling out no identity theft. But they're going to take your word that whatever you say is true, that this account was open fraudulent, and then they're going to remove that account from your credit reports, okay? But if you find any information on your credit report that is not accurate, dispute it, okay? I have several videos with letters included walking you through how to dispute every item on your credit report, okay? There's no reason that anyone should have bad credit in 2024 unless you choose to. It's simply a choice at this point because there's way too many credit repair specialists, way too many credit repair educators giving out free information for anyone to be walking around not being enlightened or have any knowledge about how to repair their own credit in 2024, okay? If you do have any questions, send me leave a comment below. I ain't gonna say send me no email because my emails, leave a comment below, okay? But if you want to work one-on-one with me, then send me an email, okay? See you guys in the next video. Peace.